Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om. Adorations to Lord Krishna, the preceptor of the universe, destroyer of the forces of darkness, and restorer of immortality. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 16, that is entitled Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, the distinction between demoniac wealth and divine wealth. The message of the Gita: be wealthy. But what type of wealth you have to gather? That's we have to keep your mind focused on that. Adhyo janovanasmi konyosti sadrisho maya yakshe dasyami modishye ityajnana vimohita. We have already given you insight into Davi Sampat, the divine qualities. If you are developing within you, then you are moving towards Dharma. Yato dharmas tato jaya. And that movement will lead you to victory. And to summarize that point, there are 10 great characteristics of Dharma. Dhriti kshama damasteyam shaucham atma vinigraha dhir vidya satyam akrodho dashakam dharma lakshanam. Dhriti, firmness in you to hold on to the right path, not be shaken. You start coming to satsang for a few days and then someone said, oh, did you see a mango dropped on your head? Is that wrong in that ashram? Mangoes are not being managed. I will not go there. I'm dramatizing. Lack of dhriti. When something you have adopted with the inner inspiration, this is the way I have to move. Then don't be shaken by so many things that go on shaking you up. And that quality has to go on developing dhriti. Otherwise, you are constantly shaking. 6 days, you become deeply interested. Then afterwards, another 10 days, give up. Come back again. The energy and all the good resources are lost. I will not go to that far. Dhriti, kshama. Kshama is forbearance. It's of different types. Dealing with people. When you are hurt by people around you, you don't have to hold on to that grudge. Sometimes you are hurt on the basis of your rationality. You evaluate the people that they are bad. Kshama means put yourself in their place. And just as, that's what they say, the bearer knows where the shoe pinches. When you put yourself in their place, then we'll understand and turns the person with sympathy, with compassion, no matter what. Compassion must win over cruelty. Love must win over hate. Likewise, another level of kshama. You have become critical of yourself. So critical and sensitive that now you begin to open the notebook of your past records and spend your time reading all what happened. And then you underline, I can't forgive myself for this. I can forgive for this, okay, but not this. This is all childish. And yet, it's the reality. People go through all these and they create a lot of confusion and sorrow and stress in their mind. How to get rid of this. That's the purpose of satsanga and the right course of spiritual movement. Dhamma, control of senses. Ditikshama damasteyam asteyam. Not to steal. Somebody has done wonderful cooking and you tell the person, get out. And claim I did it. Look. You understand? Subtle implications. Literal meaning, not stealing. But literal meaning has to be understood in a profound way. Shaucham, purity of body and mind. I'm not going into details there. Atma Vinigraha, controlling the mind and senses. Dhir, the term dhir refers to purified intellect. Have a clear understanding. Don't live in a world of misunderstanding. Vidya, move towards real knowledge. Vidya is that which really gives you immortality. Satyam, truthfulness. Satyameva jayate. Truth alone becomes victorious. Truth alone triumphs. Akrodha, not to allow the mind to be agitated. Agitated vision. You have to resolve a problem coming before you, dramatizing it as a phantom. But how do you face that phantom? Smashed your eyes, whirled your eyes, made the eyes look red. And now you have made a record of all the problems that the world has given you. Get out of it, akrodha. Do not blur your vision with anger. Anger does not give you healthy rationality. And it is a subtle source of most degrading qualities in human personality. I'll give you just one more sample of anger. Teachers, students, sometimes I'm more aware of the old style, so I don't know how things happen now. Teacher is very interested in teaching mathematics to a child and reminds the child of algebraical formula. And tell me, the child starts scratching his head. Suddenly forgot. And the teacher gives us one big slap. With a deeper rationality that I have to discipline this, make this child great. This is a demoniac method. People who want to improve the world by demoniac method, they have similar rationality. Now, those negative qualities that oppose these virtuous qualities, the qualities of dharma, the negative qualities are called pashas. There are ashtapashas, 8. All this is just simplified. So if somewhere you find 9 pashas, don't worry about it. What are they? Grina, hatred. Hatred does more harm to you than people whom you hate. It deprives you of the joy of having good heart. Just like you didn't like someone, then what you did, bring some onions and put on your bed. Foolish. But grina, lajja. Lajja refers to shyness. People need to be emboldened when you follow a spiritual path. People become concerned. You may walk out of your house in the dead of night, like Siddhartha. I was joking. In order to please those people, if you have received kumkum, in order to please people, wipe the punk. You have received mala, in order to people, hide it in your pocket. Adapting to public view, mass mentality, feeling thereby that you are a normal person. All this implies by the term lajja. Bhaya, fear. The more your mind moves towards rajas and tamas, fear becomes more and more real. That we have to figure that out gradually. Next, shanka, doubt. Every situation. And the mind says, ka, shanka. What? There is always a question behind it. Shanka term has 2 root letters. Sham resolves the problem, good. Ka questions it. Jugupsa, gossiping habit. Kul, pride of family. Sheel, pride of social culture. Jati, pride of class. I'm not going to detail upon it, otherwise I will stay with one verse. I am wealthy and born in a noble family. Who is equal to me? I will perform yajna, give wealth in charity. I will rejoice. These are the aspirations surging within the heart. And all this is egoistic. That's why difficult to understand. Your happiness, joy is experienced by a mental state that is a mix-up of a healthy instinct to be happy, to be free of misery, and an unhealthy delusion. Unhealthy delusion starts due to gross impurities, asuri sampatti, negative qualities, anger, hate, etc. So in other words, you have to figure out a sense of pride. I have done my job well. I deserve to have success. I have potentiality to become the most successful person. All that can be viewed in a healthy way. If you don't have that and have an inferiority complex, you can't succeed. But at the same time, another way, I'm not going to do work, study, etc. I will steal the questions. Why not be smart? I will prove myself great without doing all those things. That's a Dulwich. They spend all the time. If mind moves towards that, but then there is a slippery state of mind. And that slippery state is corrected if you get into sadhana, japa, satsanga. All the good impressions seep into your mind and clarity begins to occur. So you understand what you are saying is out of conceit or out of gaurav, a feeling of mystic pride. If you say out of conceit, the language is the same. But that's not the positive way. Again, just to remind you, the Upanishadic parable, Brahma prepared himself to give instructions to God, human being, and demons. Now, he was so miserly in words, he simply said, thou. Whenever I give you a story, you must realize, allegorical. Don't take it literally. And he asked God representative, did you listen to my instruction? He said, yes. Da means Dhamma, controlling the mind and senses. If you are in a chariot, the best quality is how to control the horses by using the reins, how to sit on the chariot without texting and drinking. And Brahma said, perfect. Turns to human representative. Did you understand? Yes. Da is dhan, charity. The human being comes into the world indebted. Let me remind you of 5 debts. You're indebted to God. And that debt you have to pay by satsanga, devotion to God, surrender to God, and a Godward movement. You are indebted to rishis, sages and saints who have given you lots of literature, inspiring instructions. Where will humanity be without divine enlightened beings and their literature? You are indebted. Don't buy a Gita and put it in a controlled place where you can't yourself enter. In other words, take advantage of it. And another type of debt is to forefathers. Human mind always wishes those adorable ones in your father, grandfather, and all that parampara, let there be happiness and let their blessings come. And that becomes possible if you conduct yourself in a way that your family line would have been proud of you. So you are paying that Pitri Rina. Next type of debt, human Rina. You are constantly being supported by human beings in so many ways. So contribute to helping human beings, seva bhav, serve, according to your capacity. All that comes within the charity term, dan. And to demons, they came to some senses and they said, your da means daya. We are always crude and cruel. How to develop compassion? In a storyline, there are three personalities being taught. In real line, you are the three. Every human personality is a blend of divine potentiality, of a human state, practical level, and a downgrade movement, asuri, tamasic, rajasic, sattvic. And all the three must blend in your sadhana. The demon in you will be curbed. You develop more and more compassion in your heart. The human in you will spread wings and become birds. You develop charitable heart. May I share my joy with others. And divine in you will find a magic chariot controlling the horses, controlling the intellect. Figure that out. 16th verse. Aneka chitta vibhranta mohajala samavrita prasakta kama bhogeshu patanti narakeshu chau. Confused because of many evil desires. Aneka chitta vibhranta. I have also explained to you in a practical way. Vrittis of your mind are similar to your fingers going into your tablets, your cell phones, the Googles. And just follow the humorous, witty way to understand. Ask the Google of any word. It may be a Sanskrit word of tremendous importance. But the Google opens up every company that has put that name. and you have thousands of information plugged in one moment. Your mind operates like that. But all this changes by using your intellect. You move your attention away from so many answers and go to the right point. Similarly, every situation presents a whole panorama of things. You are remembering from the past, you are expecting the future, and you are listening to what the bacteria of your body are working for. I was joking. Millions of things. But all this should not stress your mind. It's a matter of moving the finger. So Sangha process changes the ability to direct your vritti, control your vritti, purify it. But coming to the practical reality, aneka chitta vibhranta, minds are so confused, moha jala samavrita, entangled by the snares of infatuation. Moha relates to delusion, infatuation. Prasaktaha kama bhogeshu, attached to, intensely craving for the gratification of the senses. Vishaya sukh, pleasures that are illusory. They grip human mind. The world experience is not the reality. But what to do about it? You can't give up the world. Gain insight into three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. How to move away from tamas. Your energies that have been trapped by tamas. How to really allow them to be released and sublimated. Sattva, rajas, tamas. And their operation can be understood with the help of a lamp. Oil, wick, and light. Three things, old styles, simile. Oil serves no purpose. Cockroaches come in. If you don't follow yoga process to sublimate your potentiality of negative samskaras, then it's like oil. All the energies are there. But the rajas plays the role of allowing that energy to flow. It's like a wick. And if it is flowing in a right way, it ends up with a flame, light. In other words, you have to sublimate tamas, channelize rajas, and allow your sattva to become fully luminous. Shift your mind from Vishaya ras to Bhakti Jnana ras. Vishaya ras means mind that is constantly remembering the things you ate in a hotel, how you were served, every detail. What a wonder. When will I have vacation again? Vishaya Ras. But I'm dramatizing, but the idea is human mind is constantly involved with Vishaya objects. When you are thinking about your insult you have received, and your mind sitting with it, it's Vishaya Ras. The term enjoyment again is a mysterious term called bhoga. If you don't think in a negative way, you will be miserable. Someone stops you from hating a negative person, you become angry with that person. So all love and hate related movements in your mind, they give you rasa. Sometimes you have that tamarind rasa. Instead, now it's not so easy, but easily said, Vishaya rasa should be transformed with great patience to Ishvara rasa, the joy of understanding that you are an instrument in divine hand, that you are being guided by God. Every fiber of your personality has been fashioned by God, the absolute compassion. How fortunate that you are in human embodiment, capable of attaining enlightenment. How fortunate am I can recite the mantras, go to satsanga, bring about quality in my life. See, when you think that way, you are gaining a type of rasa, a joyous feeling. And try to see the difference between Vishaya rasa and Bhakti rasa. Bhakti and jnana blend together. But if you continue with Vishaya rasa, intensely craving for the gratification of the senses, all souls who are at this level, they fall into foul hell. Gita is a highly poetic work. Hell is already foul. But the statements of the Gita are never in vain. Let me give you an example of fragrant hell and foul hell. In your life, you did good karmas, but you're not profoundly interested in attaining liberation. Liberation was not your goal. Now you enter into fragrant hell because you have done good karmas. Again, following the Hindu tradition, you enjoy swarga, heavenly experiences. And you come back with fragrance. Baby is born with good samskaras. And we will continue to move on. Coming back into new embodiment is a hell. But a hell that doesn't stop your movement, rather accelerates, fragrant. But you have been dominated by demoniac qualities. Then in that case, the new embodiment carries on those demoniac karmas. And in order to experience the result of demoniac karmas, people have to go through tremendous frustrations, sorrows, sufferings. You don't have to go anywhere, go into your TV. And see the misery that explodes. Countless people. I will not direct your mind in that direction. The moral of this story, don't go to hell. Attain liberation. But if you slip from this, don't go to foul hell. And stay howling. Go to fragrant hell. Keep your self-effort secure. Atmasambhavita stabdha dhanamana madadnvita yajante nama yajnaiste tambhena vidhipurvakam. That's the 17th verse. Holding themselves adorable in their own eyes. That's easy thing to do. It begins with your mirror. Deck yourself in such a way you look wonderful. And develop the idea no one looks like me. And it's correct. No one looks like me. So try to work upon it. Don't stay adorable in your own eyes. Being adorable is wonderful, but not limit to it to your own eyes. Being adorable on the basis of ego, that's a negative movement. Being adorable on the basis of the truth, that your soul is a ray of God. Allow that ray to operate and blossom. Your spiritual movement develops, goes into a different dimension. You see God within yourself and God in others. Ghat ghat mein hai Sai Ramata. Same God who is inspiring you, the source of your personality, is the source of all personalities. And deep down, there is no real difference. Waves may be given different names, but they are nothing but the ocean. Reflected suns can be millions, trillions, but they are nothing but the sun. And therefore, the highest ideal your heart should express, sarve bhavantu sukhina. May this entire universe breathe the breeze of joy. Without calculating, how can I speak about the universe? It's all elusive. Devoid of humility, nati manita, namrata. That's the great quality of spiritual progress. Great works you do. And when you are applauded for all that you have done, your heart bows down. If it is not, your head goes up. And arthritis sets in the bones. Intoxicated with wealth and pride, they perform yajnas in name only. And that's again just to turn your attention to practical world, the world of politics and all that, where all acts of generosity are focused upon relieving your taxation pressure. Nothing wrong about it. If you are doing good deeds, even in a restricted way, in a not very generous, good deeds are always good. But understand that your good deeds should not become associated with egoistic expectation. It should not highlight your ego. Because if ego is highlighted, all the divine qualities within you begin to back up. The demoniac qualities begin to emerge out of your nose, out of your ears, out of your hair. And we'll hold off for now. We're going slowly. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.